Hey everyone, my name is Echo. Welcome back today to a Minecraft Console Edition Enderman XP Farm tutorial. Before we get into this, I take no credit for this design. I will link the original video in the description, but considering we built this in my survivor world, you guys wanted to know how it was built and how it does work. Also, considering on Minecraft Console Edition, we are very limited as to how many Enderman and mobs can spawn. But the more disappointing thing is, the world limit on Minecraft Console Edition, we don't really get to experience the void properly like PC or Pocket Edition. This is just an easier, efficient way for this to work on Minecraft Console Edition. It's really good for grinding XP, so if this tutorial does help you out, be sure to thumbs it up. So, I have a couple of materials here that we're going to be using. In survival, this will take you around about 20 to 25 minutes. In creative, it can literally take around about 10 to 15 minutes. And once you've done it once, you're never going to forget. So as a building block material, I'm just going to be using polished diorite. We need to build this in a specific formation. So the formation is, place down 2 blocks. Again, polished diorite for me, can be stone, can be cobblestone, anything you want. Bringing out in one direction by 2. Then either side, we're going to take it out by 2 as well. And this side 2 as well, which is 4 squares basically. And then we're going to do this again. So another 4 squares there, another 4 squares there, and then another 4 squares there. Thing is though, this needs to go down by 3. So go down another 2 on each side. Other than the middle, we're leaving the middle exactly the same way it is because we're going to have to place signs on there. So taking all these out, which will leave you with a 3 deep trench. Now Enderman Endermen are great for XP. And if you guys want to farm ender pearls, this is also super efficient. So this is what you should be left with. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build up by 3 or 4. In technically from the ground. So this is what you're going to end up with. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come out 2 this side. You're going to go 3 this side, 2 again, and then 1, 2, and 3. So this is the platform you're going to end up with. Kind of looks like a weird mushroom. The next thing is we're going to leave the middle as hollow as possible. So we're going to go up by 2 on each side other than the middle. Now this requires you to get an Endermite to spawn. Endermen do not like Endermites. And we're going to be luring the Enderman in with Endermites. Okay, so you can get these by throwing ender pearls. There's a very small chance of this happening, but Endermen just do not like Endermites at all. So looking at the actual platform itself now, again, it just looks like this. It's really simple. It really does not require that many blocks at all. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to place down 2 rails. We're going to place down a minecart. And now we need to get ourselves an Endermite to spawn. So again, this can take you 1 try. It can take you several tries. But there's a very small percentage that an Endermite will spawn. And I'll keep doing this until 1 does spawn. You're also going to need yourself a name tag. And you're going to need to put a name on it. The reason why is otherwise the mob will despawn. So I'm just going to get inside of this. And I'm going to name the Endermite. As you guys can see, we've got ourselves Bob. Now we're going to get Bob inside of this. So once it's in here, as you guys can see, we're pretty much done. The next thing we need to do is break down these rails. Stand on this side. Move them over a little bit more if we can. Go on, Bob. Move over. And then break this one as well. The next stage is you really don't need to deal with Bob at all. You can close this off. And he's secure in there. The next stage is, this is what will prevent Endermen from going around the back. Now, Endermen are smart. So what I mean by this is, Endermen will always avoid water. They don't like water at all. They literally avoid it as much as possible, and as soon as they go anywhere near water, they will teleport away. So the water will go around the back of here. So we're going to need to grab ourselves 2 signs, and the signs are going to go on here. So a sign there, and a sign there. And of course, the water's going to go around here. So water there, and water there, which will prevent it from going in here. Now, we are going to have to dig down a certain amount of blocks, but before we do that, place 1 trapdoor there, 1 trapdoor there, and of course, do it like this on the other side as well. So this is going to be the main area that the Endermen are going to go down. Now, the recommendation is around about 44, 43 blocks. Personally, I recommend 43 blocks deep. This will mean Endermen are around about a 1 or 2 hit without a sword, which is kind of important because otherwise you'll be wasting a lot of swords just killing Endermen. So again, this is how the contraption does look. And you're counting the blocks down from here. So there's 1 and 2 and then 3. And then we're going down another 40. So I'm going to go down a certain amount of blocks, and then I'll be back in a second. So as you guys can see, I already placed this because this is where I want to have my Enderman spawn to. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to dig out a room in here. The reason why I'm digging out a room is because, for example, maybe you guys wanted to have an enchantment table down here with books. I'll let you guys do the design of your room. I'm just making this very, very basic tutorial and showing you how it does work. The reason why you need to go only a certain amount of blocks, guys, is because the further you go down, you have a chance of breaking through the opposite end of the end itself. And of course, nobody wants that. So we've got this for now. Of course, the other things that we're going to need here is we're going to need a chest along with 4 hoppers. This means that the Enderman will spawn on here. And of course, you're going to need a way up and down, which of course, I recommend using ladders. So we're going to need a couple more things here. The next thing we're going to grab here is I'm just going to grab myself this. I'm going to grab myself a chest. It's going to be a double chest. And of course, we're going to grab ourselves some hoppers. 4 or 5 hoppers should be enough for that. So for the sake of this, they can go there, link this together. So one on the chest, and then they should all link together. So it means any type of ender pearl that does drop is going to go in there. And of course, you will stand here and of course, beat up the Enderman. So I'm just going to quickly go up, show you guys the next stage of this. So let's make our way all the way up. So these Endermen that land on there, some might die, some will take 1 hit to kill, some might take 2, but it will work very efficiently. Now, obviously, make sure your Endermite does not despawn. They are very important, okay? They're super important. So the next stage we're going to do here is we're going to put these here, okay? This will just lure the Enderman straight into the center. The next thing is we're going to break the blocks around the Endermite. So let's break 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're just going to break a couple of these. And as you guys can see, the Endermen are already starting to go down there, because they're just attracted to Endermites. I don't know what it is with Endermites, but they just really love Endermites. Now, you just don't touch anything at all. And as you guys can see, they're all piling down. All the way down. So when we go down there, we're going to end up with some Endermen. Now I'm going to quickly break a couple of these blocks, put this here. I'm actually going to switch my game mode to survival and show you guys that it's literally like a 1-hit kill for these, and you're going to gain a lot of XP. Now I've got a lot of XP anyway because of course we killed the Ender Dragon, but all your stuff's literally going to compile in there, and if you have looting, it's a massive bonus, and it's such an efficient way to gain XP. It's so efficient, it's so useful. It's the simplest tutorial that I've ever made and ever seen. So let's go back up. All of them will continue to fall. Just don't touch your Endermite. He should be fine as long as nobody touch him, and I'm pretty sure no one's going to touch him anyway. There's no rails there, so he can't move in a minecart. Now, another efficient way, guys, is making sure there's not that much light next to this. Now, of course, the portal itself can be a giant pain because the actual portal emits some light. So if you really wanted to, try and find a block that's kind of covers it up and makes it a little bit dark. So I've just covered this up. I did this in my world as well. It just prevents them spawning. And there's an even more efficient way to do this. The more efficient way to do this is if you place your torches like 50 blocks out, it means the Enderman will spawn in a certain location. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to speed it up and show you exactly what I mean. So what we've done here is we prioritized on what Endermen do spawn. Endermen only spawn in a certain amount of light, so if you place torches around there, they're less likely to spawn on the outskirts, meaning that they'll spawn more frequently in this darker patch, meaning that more of them are going to go down there a lot faster. Now my top tip about this, after experiencing this and using it myself, guys, again, there's only a limit on how many Endermen you can have at one time. So my suggestion is, as soon as you're in here, just kill them as fast as you can, because more will spawn quite frequently. These spawn a lot faster and a lot better than skeleton XP farms or zombie XP farms. But overall, I'm hoping this, guys, has helped you out. It's just something different, something efficient. Again, I take no credit for this, but I wanted to share it with my subscribers. Nonetheless, if you did enjoy this, be sure to thumbs it up, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!